Today I'm going to share with you some Christmas home decor. I took some old home decor and repurposed it and freshened it up in more my style for this year. Welcome to my channel, Freckled Mom DIY. I'm Devin. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, hey. This is a playlist which I'll explain in a little later, but let's jump right into these DIYs. So if you guys remember, I had made these planters a couple weeks ago when we started to redo our kitchen. Our kitchen is finally done, guys. I am just trying to get the video together. But these poor plants, they were dead, and I definitely needed to spruce it up. So I decided to wash them out and clean them all up, get the dead plants away, and we're going to add a little Christmas flair to my kitchen. So these are just some floral foam blocks, and I'm just cutting them down to size to fit inside of my planters. So I had gotten these picks all at Hobby Lobby when they had a half off sale for Christmas. So everything was pretty much $1, and no offense to Dollar Tree, but these are so much more high-end than Dollar Tree. I do have some Dollar Tree over here though, just to add in. So each planter, I have 6 altogether, and 4 are going to be getting some plants. So I am just cutting everything up, and you're going to see I'm doing it like a little assembly line. I'm just putting some gold and greenery in 2 of them and silver and greenery in 2 of them. And then wherever I needed to add some filler, I just grabbed some Christmas looking florals and just stuck them in. So no rhyme or reason here. I just wanted them to look festive and adorable, and not so much Christmas but winter-ish, you know. So I think this definitely brings a nice little touch to my kitchen. And now you're gonna see, this is why I cannot stand glitter. This is it, guys. Like, I had to vacuum this so many times because it was just glitter everywhere. So now I have these little blocks. These are from the Dollar Tree. These little presents are from Hobby Lobby, from the mini section. So I didn't want to use all my presents because I have these Dollar Tree blocks. So I just separated them into baggies, just like you would for wooden beads. You can do the same thing with the wooden blocks. So I just used my Waverly paint and I just rolled it all around. And this is just a little bit of parchment paper just because the paint won't really stick to it. So I'm going to do the same thing with the green. I'm just going to roll it around really good, give everything a nice coating. And these are going to be presents, and they are the perfect size. So now I am just going to drop them out, and I'm going to let them dry. And you know, I did separate them so they didn't stick together, just so I had maximum coverage of the paint. And I just think these are so adorable. And Mary Beth actually gave me the idea to make presents with Jenga blocks, but then I had these guys and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this instead because this is so cute. So I just use a little bag from the grocery store, and I am using that as filler. I have some Christmas tissue paper here, and now I'm just gonna go through and hot glue these little blocks. Now these are going into the top of the planter, so you're not going to see the entire thing. So I really just did like the front and a little bit on the sides, because you're not really going to see the back unless somebody takes it out, you know what I mean? So I'm just alternating here between the red and the green blocks and the presents. So the presents weren't actually that expensive. They were probably, I think they were like $5.99 for that full box, but again, they were half off because Hobby Lobby had their half off Christmas sale. And this is it put together in my brand new kitchen. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to share it with you guys. It's a lot of work because there was a lot of remodeling. But I am in love with these little planters. I think they are so sweet, and I am happy to get the dead plants out of it. And I'm sorry I had dead plants, and I did try to nurse them back to health. I'm just not a plant lady. So I am much better. I added a little bit of Christmas festive holly right there, and that just hangs right in the middle. And I just think these are so sweet, and obviously you saw how easy it was. All I did was add some festive to my kitchen. I think this is so sweet. Anybody could do this, and you don't have to make your own planters. Just get a cup and put some floral arrangements together. I think this is so sweet. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this DIY. If you saw my video from last night, you know that I went on a wonderful trip and I had a lot of inspiration. And one of my inspirations was this pine cone candle holder. And so I have my candle already here. This is something I already had in my home, so I just wanted to spruce it up. I'm just using foam on the bottom, just like styrofoam, just so that way it has like a base and I can put the candle in and out, so whenever I need to swap out the candles. So here I am just hot gluing my faux pine needles that I got from Hobby Lobby. So they came in, I think it was like a 6 foot or maybe an 8 foot garland, and it has nothing on it except for the greenery. And I just cut them up to fit on the styrofoam, and I'm just putting it so you don't see the styrofoam. And this is just gonna be my base. That way I can still take my candle out. But you're gonna see, we're getting there, guys. This is so cute. So the one I saw at the store was all brown and sparkly, but I did not have brown leaves and it wasn't gonna look the same, so I decided to use what I had on hand. And like I said, Hobby Lobby had a 50% off coupon, so I went to town on these picks and all these different greeneries. So these pine cones I did get from Michael's, and I did that the other night. I had a $15 voucher and a 20% off coupon, so I don't normally splurge on pine cones, but why not, guys? So here I am, I'm just picking different pine cones and deciding where I want them and hot gluing them to my candle. Now I do have these little pine cones, they are so sweet. These were from Michael's. Now if you live somewhere where you have pine cones, go outside and pick some pine cones. I do not, I live in the city, so we do not have pine cones. And I just love how this came out. You could keep going and make it more full, but I actually like the way it came out. I think it was very sweet. You can see I was trying to use those green moss balls over there, but it didn't really work out too well, so I just stuck with the pine cones. And then I have a very large pick that I had pulled apart, so you can see right here they are bendable. So I did not hook, oh, did I hook? I think I hot glued them. You're gonna see. I just stuck them in where I thought it looked nice. Again, this is all up to your preference. Use less greenery, use more greenery, add flowers, do whatever you want. I just wanted it to be like a whimsical, natural looking candle holder, and I think I achieved that. I personally feel like this looks very high-end. You let me know down in the comments what you think, but I am so in love with this. And again, you could have done more to it, but I think it's perfect just the way it is. And of course, I put it on my favorite table that I have in the corner of my house. This is a table I got at an estate sale. I don't know what year it was made. It is definitely an antique, and it is beautiful. And I thought it was just perfect. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. If you're new or coming over from the playlist, welcome. We are renovating our 1925-year-old New England cottage room by room. We do some home decor, thrift flipping, and more. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and subscribe. Today's a collaboration with a bunch of my friends. It's called Shop Your Home, where we all took home decor and repurposed it and gave it new life. I hope you guys enjoy this playlist. Head down to my description to check out the link. The host, Mary Beth from MB Gray Designs, is our host and is giving away a $50 gift card to be entered. Please comment on every video when you're finished with the video. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Okay, you guys know I am not a big wreath person. I am also not a big bow person, but here we are. So this is a wreath that I had. I am not sure if I got this at a thrift store or maybe my grandmother. I'm not really sure. This is 100% somebody else's DIY, and it really did pain me to take it all apart, but I did because I'm redoing it, guys. So this Mary is a Dollar Tree Mary, and it's super thick. It is very nice quality. So I went through and I painted it very easily because I didn't want any drips, because I just wanted it on the top. That way you still saw some wood on the sides of it. So I just went through nice and slow, and then I am going through and I'm going to give it a little sanding just to make sure, because I did use my Plaster chalk paint, so it was a little chalky. And now I am going to use my clear wax, and I'm going to wax the entire word Mary. I'm going to be putting some Club Couture transfers on here, and anytime you use something that is already painted, you want to put the clear wax on it. So this is a brand new transfer, so you should do it 5 times. Not seen here, but I did do it 5 times. This is a fuzzing towel, and here I am not using the full transfer. I am only using the plaid. I think the plaid is super sweet, and I love the berries that were on the wreath. So I found my pink. I love this color. This is so pretty. I am just so in love with Club Couture. I literally, at first, I didn't think I was going to love it, guys. Like, I really didn't. But as I started using it and I realized how easy it was and how many different variations of things you can make with it, it really grew on me. So you can see here, I am just doing one section at a time. There may be an easier way of doing this. I don't know. I'm still new at it, but I had fun. So I just went through and did one section at a time. And I just used my heat gun and I dried it in between for like 10 seconds. It dried really quick. And I just wiped off the transfer if there was any extra paint, just so it wouldn't seep through the next time I moved it over, if you know what I mean. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just laying down the transfer where I think it looks lined up the best I can. And then I do put my paste on the end of my squeegee and I just squeegee it down. And obviously these are all different shaped letters, and I'm just doing my best to not put too much on and not rub too much off, but it is coming out amazing. So now I'm just going to start playing with some ribbon here. Now I don't want you guys to get crazy, but I bought a bow maker. So it's coming in the mail tomorrow, and I don't care. I am not the greatest at bows, and this year I have a lot of bows to make. So I am going to use my bow maker, and I can't wait. But right here, you guys are seeing me making a bow. All I did is use my Dollar Tree ribbon. This is my Dollar Tree wired ribbon. And I'm cutting out a couple of different strands because we're going to, I don't know the name of the bow, but you know the one that it's not like an actual loopy bow. So here, that was me making the tails, which you'll see after. I'm still just cutting up the different strips. So I want a couple longer ones and some shorter ones, and then I wanted some different colors, so I had these wired ribbon from Michaels, and I just kind of layered the Dollar Tree one and then the Michaels, Dollar Tree and then the Michaels, and I just moved them all around. And then I'm going to use my little Chanel stem here, and I'm just going to pinch it in the middle the best I can. I'm going to wrap my stem right around it, and I'm going to give it a nice twist in the back. Now these are good to keep on it, so that way you could adhere the bow to the actual wreath. I'm not going to do that, but you're going to see. So here I'm just kind of cleaning it up a little bit, fluffing it out. And this is the tails that I made. I just folded them on top of each other just so it was one piece but looks like 2 tails. And then I just took another piece of ribbon here just for the center. Like I said, I am not a big bow maker. I love bows. I am just not the best at it. So I do what works for me, and it gets done. So whatever works for you guys, keep doing it. Don't worry what other people say. There is no rule book to bows. I mean, probably there is, but you don't have to do it a certain way. Do it whatever way you want. And you can see here now, I'm just going to hot glue this little centerpiece here. I love this ribbon. I think it is so pretty. Again, I got this on my Michaels trip the other day. So here I'm just doing some dovetails. And all you do is pinch it and then cut it. And if you cut it the other way, it just makes it point downwards, if you know what I mean. So it doesn't matter, whatever way you like. And now I have my little wreath and my Club Couture transferred Mary, and I'm just hot gluing it right to the wreath. This will not be outside. It will be on an outside door, but I have my storm door on top of it, so it's not going to get any rain on it, and not many people go through that door, so there won't be any kids slamming doors or anything. So I really didn't need it to be too secure. So I did decide not to put the bow at the top. I thought it looked nice right here because it was kind of like a bald spot. I am in love with this, guys. You know I am not very rustic, and this to me looks rustic, but I love it. Like, I love it so much. I just think it is so sweet, so simple, and so easy, and I just love it. I love it so much, and I love the Club Couture on here. Like, it is just so nice and so high-end. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you were inspired, please consider subscribing. Don't forget, this was a playlist, so follow along for Shop Your Home and a chance to win a $50 gift card. I have a lot coming up, so make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. You can find me on Instagram as Freckled Mom, as well as check out my links to my Amazon store. And if you are looking to get in touch with me for Club Couture, you can check out my links, which are in my link tree, also down in my description. Or you can just send me a message, and let's talk chalk. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys back on Tuesday. I have a collab with my friend Rhonda from the Distressed Princess, and I am super excited, so I will talk to you very soon.